Spirit Fingers. Hi guys, welcome back to La Lucha is Real podcast. I am your host, Edith.
And I'm Angel.
And we are so happy to be back.
Yes. This is our first episode recording.
Yes.
After everything went public.
I know. Oh my god, guys, let's talk about that TikTok we put. Like, I did not expect it to blow up like that.
Yeah,
like,
me either.
And that's crazy because a lot of you guys that are watching us and hearing us are basically from that TikTok. That just like went
we had so many people find us or comment on YouTube and like message or whatever. They're like, oh, I'm here from TikTok, and it crazy. I did not. And you know what's funny? Esa noche, like you were just like, hey. Like we're getting ready because we're gonna go out that night to celebrate Val, my husband's birthday, and you were like, send me a quick picture of you, like send me a cute picture. So I'm like, all right, here you go. Yes. So you literally just put that together como si nada.
Like maybe less than a minute. I was like, just so I could put the word out that's the only thing. So it would be like not like so harsh of a like start, because you know how we were gonna post the video
on the second, and so we're like, hey, maybe we should just put something out to like get the word out there.
So and it was that I wasn't expecting like
and I just remember I'm over here like getting ready, doing my makeup, and then you texted me and you were like, oh my gosh, Angel, like dude, like check out the TikTok. Like we were not expecting that.
No.
At all.
And it's like it was growing in views, right? And then we go to sleep or we go out and come back, go to sleep, wake up, and you're like, oh my god.
Holy moly.
And I'm like, what? And I'm like, oh my god, the TikTok, like
we were not expecting that at all. Mind you, I wasn't huge on social media. I'm still like not that huge. I've kind of gotten a little bit used to it, but I was like, oh my god, is that good? Like I didn't even.
I was like, girl, it's our first TikTok, and we have like, I think at that time we had over 100,000 views, and I'm like, girl, is it good? It's fucking amazing.
I think right now, I think the last I checked, it was like 230 or something, like 230,000 views or something like that, and I'm like, that's insane. Like now that I have a better understanding, I'm like, that's insane.
Because keep in mind, guys, like we don't have like much of a following. Mm-hmm. It was the first TikTok we posted. Like we just landed on the good side of the algorithm. That's basically it. Like the universe was on our side.
Yeah, it really was, and it's just like all the love and support that we have been getting. At one point, I just remember like the day that the first episode went live, like there was a point where I just wanted, like my eyes got like watery. I wanted to cry, and it was only because it's just like the love and support. Like people have been like rooting for us, like people are rooting, like
that have no idea who we are.
Yes, no idea who we are, and it's like different parts of the country.
Yes, just showing so much love, and I'm still in awe. Like I can't believe it. Like it's surreal.
You guys are our new friends.
Yes,
you guys are our friends.
Amigos forever.
Best friends forever.
But yeah, like thank you so much. Like no nos podemos agradecer enough.
Yeah, we are so
grateful. All the love and support, the DMs, the comments, like it's just thank you.
You guys almost made us cry. Like,
but with that being said, like I want to do like a special shout out, especially to like our family. Because oh my gosh, like they've been #1 supporters. My sisters have been reposting and sharing everything. My parents have been liking and sharing, even though no les entiende nada porque mis papás hablan español, so they don't understand what we're saying. But they still are big supporters.
Do they know what a podcast is?
My dad does, because he like listens to like podcasts of like Mexican government. But
okay.
But my mom like más o menos, like she's like, oh, is it kind of like a radio type thing? And
that makes sense. My mom, I didn't even tell her I was starting a podcast. I didn't even tell her. I just it went up, and then like she started seeing my stuff on social media, like on Facebook, basically. And she was just like, I don't even know what's going on, but like, comment, like
we love supportive parents.
Yeah, and like them. Big shout out to my sister Iris. I love you so much. I know you're gonna be watching and listening. Yes, she's my day one. liking, posting, commenting. She'll be like the first person on there.
I don't know if she has her notifications on, but yes, girl, because she's always the first one on everything. I'm like, I love it.
And it's like our family's like in this with us. Yes. Like they want us to succeed just as much as like we want to, you know. But also like the viewers and the listeners too. Like it's just like the love we've been getting. Like
we go through every comment, guys. Like we try our best, and we still have a lot of comments to go through, but we try our best to go through every comment and reply to each one of you guys, because it just like you guys took the time to like comment that and watch our stuff. Like we want to take that time to reply back to you.
Yeah, it means a lot to us. Like just every comment, every like, every share, every view, it's meant so much to us. So thank you. Yes, and I want to give a special shout out actually to my girl. So actually, let me just preface all of this by saying we were having issues. We're not very techie people.
We're not, guys. Even before this, like we were literally having issues right now trying to get everything set up. Like we're not the techiest of people out there.
Yeah, we've had to view this quite a few times already. And I thought that by now we'd be like, we're gonna be pros.
I know, I'm like, no.
We're working on our 3rd episode. I'm like, we should be pros, but no, we've been coming into every problem. But you know what? I welcome them because I feel like it's only gonna make us better.
Yeah, it's a learning experience.
It's a learning, and we said that from episode 1. We're like, it's a learning journey, like so just be patient with us.
Yes.
We love, you know, if you guys are listening and like watching us right now, like thank you for being patient with us.
Yeah, thank you. So we were having a lot of issues. That specific day we were having issues with Apple Podcasts.
Yes.
Like we couldn't make it work. So literally the whole day we were like trying to make it work, but we only went live on Spotify and YouTube because of that. So and then finally like around maybe like this was like around 2-3 p.m.
Yeah, ya era la tarde.
We were able to finally make it work, and
by that point, like everybody had already, not everybody, but there was a lot of people who were asking about Apple Podcasts.
A lot of comments, and we were overwhelmed because we were like trying to fix it, but I'm like, I can't.
I'm over here replying to comments, and Edith's over here working on Apple Podcasts, and we're just like, it was so overwhelming, but it was like a good overwhelming. It was a good overwhelming, but we finally got we got Apple Podcasts up and running, and so like the first person that I ended up commenting and replying back to asking about Apple Podcasts was my girl Merlin Zamora. I hope I'm saying that right. I hope you're watching or listening, because girl, you a real one. I was like, yes queen, because I let her know, I'm like, yeah, we're up and running on Apple Podcasts now. And then I start going, like, looking through all the comments to reply to everybody who was asking about Apple Podcasts. And I was like, homegirl, Merlin was already on it. Yes. She was replying to all the people who were asking about Apple Podcasts, and she's like, oh, they're up, I'm listening to it right now.
I'm like, yes, I love it. I love how she took the time to like go through the comments.
We were very grateful for you, Merlin. I was
Thank you so much. Agradecidas.
Yes, amigas, we're best friends
and
now.
Also another shout out to one of our YouTube peoples that commented.
Suli Gonzalez.
Suli, girl. Thank you so much, because I think in the first video we went ahead and told you guys that we're really open to for no puedo ni hablar, girl.
Bilingual problems.
I know, girl. Like no sé ni hablar en español ni en inglés. Like I'm like all bad. But basically, like we're really open to constructive criticism, and she was one of the ones that like gave us like input about our audio and everything like that, and which we're trying to fix. Okay, I'm not saying we're perfect, because like I said, we're not the techiest of people, but thank you so much for bringing that up to us and
the feedback you gave us. You took the time, and I think it was like a paragraph.
Yes, it was in depth. I was like, yes, girl, like I need this. Like I need to know.
I love the feedback, because we even talked about this. Like we went into this realistic, you know, with having realistic expectations that our content is not going to be for everybody. Okay, so like we're putting that out there right now too. Like our content is not for everybody, and you know, that's with anything. Like not everything is for everybody. So the content is the content, but like if there's something that we can fix, if it's like the audio, like visuals or whatever, like that's stuff that we can fix, and we like welcome that kind of feedback.
Yeah, so like, definitely. So like I said, like if you guys find any like issues like when it comes to like that audio, visuals, or anything like what Angel said, like let us know. Like,
and by visuals, I don't mean our weight.
Bitch. Yes, I'm talking to you. I'm like, I was gonna say the username, but never mind.
Girl, ni importancia. I don't. Dude, okay, you know what? I need a shot.
Let's take a shot.
Let's take a shot because we need to. Cheers to the podcast and all the love and support. This is for you, viewers and listeners. We're taking the shot for you. Actually,
yes. Let's do this, guys. If you're watching this right now, I want you to go to your kitchen or next to your bedstand, your bed, if you have your tequila right there, and vodka, sácalo ahorita, take a shot with us.
Yes.
And either take a picture or a video and put it on your stories and tag us. We want to see you guys taking the shot with us.
Yes.
Celebrating
the new podcast, the new year, celebrating our friendship.
Yeah. Celebrating everything. La cultura. First gens. Just us. Celebrating a good first year.
So, cheers.
Cheers. Baby shark, because I'm a baby bitch.
Here. But yes, so we had a realistic expectation going into this, and we knew there was gonna be trolls.
Okay, first of all, I knew that we were gonna get like some hate, but I didn't think it was gonna be so fast for the reason that I didn't think we were gonna grow that fast.
Oh, same.
I thought we were gonna get them like later on, once we got like more listeners, bro. Like I was like, damn, you guys, and it was like one of maybe the third, fourth comment, bro. Like we posted the TikTok, y luego el tercer comentario, el cuarto.
Dude, I remember I woke up in the morning because we had gone out the day before, and I woke up in the morning and I'm like, oh, let's see how we're doing, because I'm over here thinking like, oh, we gonna have like 20 views. I'm over here hell excited, no, by this point we already had a good amount.
1,000 or something like that.
Yeah, we had a good amount of views. But I remember we posted up the TikTok, nos fuimos de pachanga, and we got drunk.
We got drunk. You can see that TikTok in my TikTok.
Yeah, go look at that TikTok. That was freaking hilarious. We did the whole my name is, and this is my first shot or whatever, my first drink. Girl.
But anyways, you were saying.
Nos fuimos de pachanga, so we had no idea what was really going on with the TikTok. The next day I woke up a little hungover, and I go and I check, and then I'm like, damn, because I look at all the views, and I'm like, holy crap, and I freaking screenshot it, because we were having all these comments, and then I see a fucking troll on there, and then he... I don't even know if it was a dude or girl, ya ni me acuerdo.
No tenía, trolls don't even have their pictures on there.
Yeah, it's always the people que no tiene pictures.
Yeah, username 12567 I know you.
I know.
I remembered your username.
I really don't even remember. I don't remember. But the comment said torta alert.
And I laughed so hard.
And I was just waiting for it, because I'm like, somebody's gonna comment on why is it that that's the first, people want to always sheep shot you, and they go straight for your weight,
because that's the only thing they got. I don't know, they
is that the only ammo you? I don't know.
They're not really clever. I don't know.
I just remember screenshotting it, and I was like, I screenshot it and I sent it to Edith and my sister. And I was like, ya empezamos con estas mamadas.
I know. And I was over here, damn, I wanted to comment back, but I was like, you know what, Edith? Let's just, take this negativity out.
Because we did say that.
Yes. Because Angel said positive vibes 2023. So,
yeah.
Let me just, delete it. Whatever. Because I told you guys, constructive criticism, definitely a set.
Yes.
When it comes to, bashing us and everything like that, boy, girl, bye.
Yes, bye.
I wouldn't pay attention to you.
But my sister's reaction, she had me rolling.
I know.
Because ultimately we did ended up blocking or removing that comment. Just because, if you're going to say, because we did have other people go on there and we're like, oh, it sucked. I think, right?
Yeah. Which is okay.
It's okay.
Because that's your opinion.
That's your opinion. And like we said, our content is not for everybody.
No.
It's not for everybody. And if you don't like the content, it is what it is.
Exactly. I'm not going to force you to like this.
Yeah, go find another podcast that fits your liking.
Yes.
But if you're commenting on our weight
or how we look,
like that's different. It's just like, para qué?
Like, why you be negative? Like, why are you taking the time out of your day to do that? Like,
yeah, like, ¿qué te ganas? Like, what
miserable are you?
¿Qué te ganas commenting on someone's weight or how they look or what? Like, and if I do look like this, like, nothing in your life changes.
Like, I don't know why people like find big issues with that. Like, necessary for you to comment on that. Like,
but you know what? Understand. At the same time, like, okay, viewers, listeners, please comment or let us know, because I want to know, is being a torta a good thing or a bad thing?
Because I've heard it both ways. I'm not gonna lie. I know that person probably meant it in the bad way, the way I commented. So
they have to have meant it in a bad way.
But I've heard it both ways.
I have too, because they'll be like, ugh, like, she's a torta.
Yeah.
But I've also heard it like, damn, I need me a torta.
So what is it?
Hey, they low-key talking about the food.
I know.
Hey, but who knows, because you can eat both. Okay, I'm gonna piss my pants. Okay, I need to stop. Bring it back.
Recollect. I hope you're not trying to laugh on the microphone so you guys don't have hearing issues.
Yeah, I've heard it both ways, but I'm almost certain that guy meant it in a bad way.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
No, I don't know. ¿Qué te ganas? But thank you, guy. Actually, you know what? Let's turn this negative into a positive.
Yes.
Because, positive 2023. Thank you for giving us a topic to talk about. Because you didn't hurt me one bit.
You actually made us really laugh.
You made us laugh. I was cracking up. I was like, no más faltaba. Siempre la tiene que cagar el palo alguien. Somebody. But you know what? It didn't hurt me one bit. I actually am enjoying this.
Oh god.
It was funny. Yeah, no. Hey, but low key though, like, I feel like we've kind of come into this like era where like, low key, some people, I feel like guys are liking big girls.
I think I definitely think that. Like, I feel like the bigger girl is now like more, I don't want to say a trend or anything like that, but I feel like it is more acceptable now. You get me? Like, where it's
but you know what though, I feel like guys have always, there's been certain guys who I think have always liked big girls, but they've been ashamed of it.
Yes, and I've seen TikToks about that, girl. Like, I've seen TikToks about, like, bigger girls being like, oh, like, I'm dating a guy, but he wants to keep it low-key.
He wants to keep it low-key, yeah.
Like, to hit it, and then se van con, like girlfriend que está, like, all skinny.
Let me tell you a story, actually.
Story time.
Let me tell you a story. So, when I was a kid, it was like, I don't even remember, I think I was like in 4th grade, I don't know, there was this kid that I had a crush on, and I thought he was really cute, but I thought he was really cute, and then someone's fake ass decided to go tell this kid that I like had a crush on him, and mind you, I feel like I've always been like a thicker girl, and this kid was like really skinny or whatever, but he like this person tells him that I have a crush on him, and his freaking response was like, ew, she's fat, and then calls me a hippo, and I'm like looking, yes, the audacity. And I'm looking
the audacity of these fucking kids.
I look back at pictures of me when I was like a kid, and I'm just like, I was not even a big, like, yes, I was bigger than the skinny girls,
yeah,
but I was not a big girl.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, ¿de dónde sacan esto? Like, who hurt you? Like, why are you...
But those are the guys that are, like, low-key into, like, bigger girls.
Because let me tell you.
Ooh, prove me right.
Because let me tell you, I want to say this was, like, sometime last year, right? So, this was back in, like, 4th grade, right? Sometime last year, whenever I'm on like Facebook, or I don't even know if it was Facebook. I don't know what I was on. I was on some kind of social media, and this man, he's a man now, but this guy, for some reason I still have him on social. Why do I have him on social?
I know.
He's
probably watching this TikTok like.
He, like, his girl is like a big girl. She thick. She THICC. She thick. And I'm like, wow. Como salen las cosas.
I know. That's what I was telling you. That they low key, like, like you said, ashamed of it, and then low-key like big girls. But I don't know what's there to be ashamed of.
They don't want to get clowned on. I think like, because have you seen that like trending TikToks about how guys care more about what their friends think than like the girls?
I've seen that.
Like they look, I don't know, something a little sus, because they don't want to get clowned on. That's what it is.
Damn.
But you know what? There are some guys, like, I don't know if you've seen the TikToks on those too, where they're like, "Ooh, I want me a torta," or like, "I want me a thick girl." Yeah. Like, I like the big girls.
Yeah, there's guys that are really open about it.
Yeah.
So like, yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody has a preference.
Own up to what you like.
Yeah, exactly.
If you like something, if you are a fan of something, if you enjoy something, like, stand by your opinion and own up to it.
Yep. I'm like, cool, now you're gonna invite the creepers too.
Okay, no te pases de verdad. Like, tampoco, like, no, I'm not inviting pedophiles.
Bruh.
Oh god, we got dark real quick, bro. I thought that's what you were talking. No, I was thinking about like fetishes, like, I don't know, weird fetishes, bitch. What the fuck? Oh, you were talking about fetishes?
I thought you were talking about pedophiles. I'm like, wait, why are you bringing that up? Okay, no, we're gonna. Sorry for the listeners if our laugh is too much. I apologize. We're trying to fix that.
I know. Oh, okay.
Well, that did get dark really fast.
Yeah, let's just not.
No, but like I'm talking about like your like everybody has preferences, okay? Whether you like a certain type, just like own up to it. You don't gotta be ashamed of it.
Exactly. Like who fucking cares? Like as long as you're happy.
You know, I don't understand. And you know what's funny too? My sister was telling
except for pedophiles.
Oh yeah, except for pedophiles. Don't know.
Ew.
Yeah, no.
I'll report you guys.
Yeah.
Bye.
No, but back to the whole like guys liking big girls or like thick girls or whatever. You know, it's funny too. My sister was also telling me that, and like I'm not saying my sister is like a big girl because she's not, but she a little thick.
Yeah.
And she was saying how like she actually got hit on more as a thick girl than when she was slimmer.
It's crazy.
And I'm like, that's crazy.
But I feel because now like las curvas like are into like I said, I don't want to say in style, on trend or anything, but I feel like it's...
But it is.
Yeah,
it is. Because even, like, if you look back at, like, what was in, like, even in the 2000s, do you remember when, like, everybody was idolizing, like, I don't even want to say certain celebrities, but they were, like, so skinny, they looked anorexic. And like, some of them were anorexic.
And it sucks because, like, I would see that, and I'm like, I thought lesser of myself because I couldn't... I didn't look like that. You get me?
Yeah.
Like, because I've always been, like, a little bit of a thicker, like, girls. And desde chiquita. Like, me llamaban gordita type thing.
Stop it.
Yes, bro. They use... Why Mexicans do that?
Yeah.
Why do they use your biggest insecurity, like,
and turn it into a nickname? Like, or, like, even, like, people who were super skinny.
Yes.
Y les decían flacos. Or, like...
Or like if you're like a little bit more dark skinned, prieta, like bro,
morenita, or like if you're a little chubby, they call you like Goyo. Yeah. Or like, you know what I'm talking about? Like,
yeah,
dude, they be taking
pelona, like bro.
They be taking your biggest insecurity and turning it into a nickname.
Yeah, so that was like, when I was little, that was my nickname, gordita, and then so
stop it, you were. Even when you were in high school, I was like, dang, you had a good body. Like, well, I'm not saying you had, but, like, you weren't even big.
Bro, but I, like, it's crazy because I thought of myself like that. Because I would see, like, let's say, like, you know, like, TV. All you saw was fucking, like, skinny-ass, like, people, you know? And I've always been curvy. Like, I've always been, like this. Mm-hmm. So, I didn't fit that profile. And it was, I don't know, it was just, I guess, body dysmorphia type thing.
Yeah.
Now we love ourselves, but...
Yeah, we love ourselves now. But, even as a big girl, like, you can't tell me something I don't already know. If you want to call me a torta, you want to call me a big girl, you want to call me whatever you want, like, that's nothing I haven't thought already. Yeah. I have to be the one that looks in the mirror every day. I'm the one that has, when they put their pantalones on and they do the little shake, that is me. Or I gotta do the, that is me. You're not telling me anything I don't know. Like,
Yeah, like for staying with me, girl, like, and it took me a lot to get to this point, honestly.
Yeah,
to
me
like
too.
love my body completely, because there, like, and it's up to recently, like maybe like maybe this last year, that I completely like loved my body, because before it's just like, and I feel like I've always been like in my friend group or anything, like when I'm out like with other girls, like I've always been like thicker than everybody else, and I always had that in the back of my mind, which is crazy. Like, why, like, I thought like that, you know? Like,
and sometimes I wondered if like everybody else felt that way.
Yeah.
But I know for me, like, I always felt that way too. I always felt like have you heard of the Duff or whatever? Like, have you seen the movie The Duff?
Oh my god, yes.
The Designated Ugly Fat Friend. Like, I always felt like that, especially like, do you remember like freshman year?
Yes.
When I used to hang out, I don't want to say like the popular girls, but like
popular girls.
They were like the girls they were like the really
more
pretty, like skinny girls,
Yeah.
like the cute girls. And I've always been like on the thicker side, and I legit always felt like the Duff.
Really?
I always felt like the Duff. Pero you know what? Even when I was looking like that, me valía madre. I would still wear my heels.
Yes,
I
were always on point.
I would wake up at 4 a.m. every day before school, tease my hair. I had like the bump. I did my makeup. I wore my heels to school. I was that girl.
Yes.
Y me valía madre. I was like, I don't care if I'm a fucking size whatever compared
I love that.
Pero then, like, you know, shit happens, and then, you know,
get
like,
sometimes into your head. And
you get too into your head sometimes, and I feel like even right now, like, I'm definitely not where I want to be, like, physique-wise, but, like, my confidence is there. Like, no me puedes decir nada.
I'm the same way. Like, I look back at it and I'm like, damn, I used to think that I was fat. I used to think I was ugly, and I look back and I'm like, why? Like, why did I think all that? Like, now, of course, I have the confidence, like, me puedes decir fea, me puedes decir, like, fat, whatever you want to call me. I don't care, because what really matters is how I think of myself. Like, I worked so hard to, like, get to this point, you know, like, to be good, like, in my mind.
But you know what? I also want to tell you, like, it wasn't just the media that made us feel that way when we were younger, like, because we didn't look like the girls on the magazines or on TV and stuff like that. Like, it wasn't just that. And I'm gonna tell you what that is after this quick break, because we.
You sure you don't want to tell us right now?
No, we're gonna take a quick break, and then we'll get right into why else we had body dysmorphia and all these insecurities.
All right. And we are back, guys. Thank you. I mean, this is not gonna. You guys aren't gonna wait that much.
Yeah, you guys aren't gonna wait that much.
You guys didn't wait that much, but
we're just experimenting. For those of you like who had listened to the first half and learned that we are not tech savvy people, so our second episode, if you watched it, it's like an hour long, and we had so many issues with
like
it.
exporting it. So
yes.
We decided that this time we were gonna do like 30-minute, like at least like 30-minute segments.
Yeah.
And then pause it, so that way we don't have the same issue. Cause girl, we were so worried that we weren't gonna get that first Friday episode out.
Yes, I was shitting bricks.
I was like, I don't know what to do. We tried every single like method and nothing was working.
Yes, everything you could think of, we were trying it. Tú tenías el corazón en el culo. Dude, because like every time it'd get to like 49%, and then I'd be like, okay,
bitch,
we get
error,
not gonna
fuck
complete,
you.
like fuck you, and I'm just like,
you thought,
girl, when I tell you I was nervous, I had so much anxiety.
So yeah, that's why we're doing things a little bit different with the break, and vamos a ver. We're still gonna change a lot of things up, so we'll see.
Yeah, we're experimenting. So if you don't like the break, I don't know. Tell us. We'll
just skip it. Like, you're not even waiting that long.
You're not even waiting that long. You're waiting like 2 seconds.
Anyways, Angel, you didn't want to finish telling me.
Okay, I will tell you now. So, for all the people, para la cultura, we all know what really well, maybe you don't know. But in my opinion, I feel like what really started our, like, body dysmorphia and, like, us feeling like our bodies are not what they're supposed to look like, is because a lot of it had to, besides obviously the media, a lot of it I feel like had to do with like our families, la cultura, like all their little backhanded comments.
Oh my god, girl. And it's crazy because I would get like comments, and I remember the chiquita, like 5 years old, getting comments about my weight. Like that is crazy to me. Like, how are you like I don't understand. Like,
para empezar, a los 5 años, like, you should not be worried about your weight.
Yeah.
Like, that's not something, like...
Of course, like, you know, whatever your parents feed you, but, like, as an adult, how are you going to comment on a kid's, like backhanded comment on a kid's weight? Yeah. Like, it's just weird to me.
Yeah, because I remember I was in, like, 4th, 5th grade, and, I'm still a kid, but like I didn't really fit into like the kid clothes anymore. And I remember my mom had to take me to the teenager section. I had to wear like a size 0 pants or size 1 or something like that. And like she low-key, I know she didn't mean it, and like no tenía malas intenciones, but like it kind of made me feel bad because she was like, "Oye, desde chiquita ya te tienes que poner ropa de joven." Like,
and it's crazy because I feel like I don't, like you said, I don't think your mom meant it in a bad way, but it's like, it just kind of, like,
it's like those kind of comments, or cuando te miran and like you see una tía or like una prima or whoever que no has visto en mucho tiempo, and like you see them for the first time, and like the first thing they got to comment on is your weight.
Oh my god.
Oh, mira, estás comiendo muy bien.
I dread it, and if you, like, my cousins know, like the ones here know that I dreaded going, like, sometimes to Mexico. I loved going over there. But I dreaded going back for summer break because I would always get comments on my weight. No faltaban. Like, good or bad, I would always get comments. And I did not like that. Like, it's like, what? I'm, like, here to visit you. Why are you bringing this up? Y era lo primero que decían.
Lo primerito.
Ay, te ves más llena. Ay, engordaste. Ay, or like, enflacaste. But... I still, like, why is that the first thing?
Why is that? Like, not even like, ¿cómo estás?
¿Cómo te va? Like, ay, has comido mucho, ¿verdad? Estás comiendo bien. Señora.
Why?
If you don't back up right now.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy too? And it's not even like, oh, you're overweight or whatever. Like, let's say, like, because sometimes there was times when I was a kid, like, I really didn't even want to, like, eat. Yeah. I veces, like, yo misma, because they commented so much on my weight, like, I really thought, like, oh my god, there's an issue with how I look. Like, I was sometimes, like, I'm not even going to eat. Like, I would, like, skip meals because I'd be like, oh, I don't want to gain weight. Because for me, it was like, okay, food equals gaining weight.
Yes, but that's because no teníamos otra educación but that, you got me? Like, that's the comments that we would get from, like, family or friends, and that's how we thought about food. Like, oh, food equals weight, so if I don't eat, then I'm not gonna gain weight or I'm gonna lose weight.
Yeah. And honestly, and like, I don't know, like, I feel like especially like la cultura, like we center a lot of things around food, like, and it's
so
good food.
I'm not complaining about
the food.
The food is amazing, but like, yeah, like you said, everything is centered around food. So you would go, like, let's say, vamos a decir, amigas, like, I've been, like, sometimes on a diet or anything like that, and I need to, like, let's say I gave myself this goal, and I would go to, like, family parties and be like, oh, no, like, I prefer maybe, like, eat a little bit or not that much or whatever. Mm-hmm. Oh, pero cómete otro plato, no comites nada. And esa misma gente que me dijeron que estaba gordita, bro. Yes. I'm like, I can't win.
Nunca les ganas. Because one minute they're commenting about you being overweight, and then, like, let's say you try watching what you're eating, and they're like, ay, un poquito no te pasa nada. Like,
yeah, con un día que comas, I'm like, okay, entonces qué? Like, what are we
What
choosing?
is it? Yeah, it's just, honestly, it gave me so much anxiety. I feel like I also developed a lot of social anxiety, like, being around, like, parties and families, because for some reason my weight was always brought up.
I don't understand, like, why. Like, of course, well, you know, now we're breaking generational curses, and if you comment about my weight to myself, I mean, I probably will tell you something back, but before me quedaba callada. Like, I would just, like, take it and just be like, okay, and I would be in the back of my mind, like, oh shit, like, estoy gorda, like, tengo que bajar de peso. So I me veías de, like, 12 años, de 13 años ahí haciendo los sit-ups así en mi room, like, 1, 2, 3, bro, like, no comiendo, like, come on, like, that's no kid should be, like,
no,
having to
it really shouldn't. I remember this one specific time, like, like the family was over or whatever, and I was like serving myself food. I was serving myself food, okay, and I was and then like one of my tias made this comment of like, oh, no te estás sirviendo un poquito mucho, like, aren't you serving yourself a little too much? And
excuse me,
and I'm just like looking at her because I'm like I didn't even know what to say. And then like somebody else was like, oh, like maybe you should have this that's a little leaner or whatever. I remember I was so like I didn't even know how to express myself. I just stormed off y ya ni comí. Like,
and then they asked like why we have mental issues.
Yeah, and then now they
and bad relationships with food.
We have honestly, I feel like it created terrible like relationships. I had it for a long time, and I feel like even hasta la fecha, sometimes I still have an unhealthy relationship with food. Like sometimes when I get in my feelings, or I don't know if anybody else can relate, but like I get in my feelings, I get stressed out. Like the first thing I turn to is food. Like,
because it's like a
comfort.
Yeah.
It's like the first thing I turn to is food, and sometimes I like binge eat because I'm like, oh my god, it's so good, it's so good. Y me harto hasta que ya like.
That used to be me, and thankfully, like, you know, therapy has helped me out a lot. But I used to do it, and until like recently, I used to like binge eat a lot, like when I was like super stressed until I couldn't feel like anymore, and I knew it was bad, but it's like, esa relación hice de like desde chiquilla que me acuerdo, like. I had that kind of thing with food, and it was because of how I saw food and how como like my surroundings and like family and friends and everything like that. Like I built that relationship because of that. This is crazy. Like,
yeah, now we out here having eating disorders and mental health issues. Yeah. Which honestly, I feel like this is making me like think too, like. It's not even just the food part, like all the stuff that they would tell. I feel like growing up, like all the backhanded comments and stuff like that, like that made me feel some type of way. And now, like I feel like looking back at it, I'm like, wow, like the depression, like the anxiety, like
all because of that, bro.
I'm like, dude, it's just I feel like some people don't realize that, or maybe they do, but they just like. Oh, pues así era cuando yo también era joven, like.
Es lo que pasa, that I feel que nuestros padres like se criaron with like, you know, with their grandparents or their family members like being okay with that, and that's why, because they didn't go to therapy, let's say, because they don't like recognize the problem, they're gonna continue it, and that's a generational curse. And it's our job, like la primera generación, like, and whatever, to like break those curses, to not bring that up upon our children.
And you know, I'm starting to realize that a lot of first generation like people are starting to notice these like you said, these generational curses, because they're going to therapy, or you know, whatever it is, like whatever we're being exposed to right now, like we're starting to notice these things. They're not okay. These kinds of things are not okay. And like, I don't know about you, but like I remember the first time that I was like, what am I experiencing? Because I've mentioned before, like we've gone through like mental health issues, and like there was a time in my life where I was going through like major depression, major anxiety. I had like panic disorder where I'd wake up hyperventilating in the middle of the night, and I had like a hint of OCD. I still have a little bit of OCD. I still have a little bit of OCD, but I was going through all these things, and I remember like not even wanting to bring it up to my mom or my dad because they didn't believe in these mental health disorders.
Oh my god, what is up? Yes, because like I feel like it's a lot of Mexican parents or Latino parents that like, what is mental issues? Ponte a limpiar.
Yeah.
Y para que se te acabe el mental issue. Like, ansiedad, ¿estás bored? No, ponte a limpiar, ve a lavar los trastes. That was like the thing. Like,
and like,
they didn't believe in it.
They don't. And it's just like, I feel like even some of them are still having a hard time.
Yes.
Like, they don't even know what like anxiety, and like some of them are like, ay, nomás fue un ataque. And I'm like, no, like that was anxiety. That was a panic, you know, like.
It's funny because it's like a lot of people like no saben reconocer la ansiedad y depresión. Yeah, we have like in our Mexican culture, we have so many alcoholics, so many smokers. That's a gateway. Like, you know, eso es una salida para esa depresión, esa ansiedad que tienen. That's their coping mechanism. Pero ellos no lo reconocen así.
Or no nomás eso, but like, have you also noticed that like sometimes, especially when it's like first, like, right, like our parents, we're first generation, right? Our parents left their country to come here. So they're working their asses off 24/7 to put a roof over our heads, food on the plate, on the table, whatever. And it's like, de tanto de estar trabajando y chambeando, que ni se reconoce los mental health issues.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have time to think about the depression they're feeling or the anxiety or, like, whatever they're dealing with. Like, they don't have the time to really, like, think about all that stuff because they're like, no. They're, like, on the go. Like, I gotta work. I gotta do that. You know, like, they gotta support a family.
And it's, like, pero también, like, it's, like, they didn't grow up. I feel like our generation is a lot more aware. And their generation, like, they didn't grow up, like, being aware of anxiety and depression. So they don't know. They could probably be feeling it, pero ellos no saben que eso es lo que están sintiendo. Pero como están en este, like, hustle, like, they just rather hustle instead of feeling the feeling, you know? Yeah. Like I said, another coping mechanism.
So, actually, you know what's funny? I was just having this, maybe like a few months ago. I don't know. I don't know how long ago it was, to be honest. But I remember because of TikTok, actually, I don't know how I ended up on this side of TikTok, but I ended up on the, like, ADHD side of TikTok.
Yeah.
And I started seeing, like, oh, you thought that you had this, and this issue? Did you know that that's actually having ADHD?
It's crazy.
Dude, I'm like, no mames. Like, I was like, I relate to every single one of these posts. And I'm just like, I had no idea that I could even I didn't know. I did not know that I could potentially have ADHD.
It's because lo que pasa es que la sociedad, like, they put ADHD and they put a picture of it, and that's what we all think ADHD.
You think it's somebody que no se puede quedar quieto,
or
like
autism. That's another good example. Autism, ADHD. They put an example of it, and that's what we all think it is.
Yeah, like, you think it's somebody who, like, physically looks like they have like they're autistic, but no, like, it's a spectrum.
Yeah.
And that's something that I learned because honestly, I personally feel like I'm on the spectrum. There's a lot of things, like, that's maybe, like, when I was younger, maybe it was seen as OCD, but in reality, it's probably I could be on the spectrum.
Yeah, because it's just crazy to me. Like,
and I just remember, like, reading all, like, the things of, like, what it actually means to have ADHD. And my sister can vouch for me because she feels the same way too. She's like, holy shit, I think I have ADHD too, because, like, all the things that we saw on this TikTok, we were like, wow, like, we 100% relate to this. And I remember one day I was like, Mom, I think I have ADHD. And she's like, ¿qué es eso? Like, she had no idea what ADHD is. And I tried to explain it to her, and she's over here thinking, like, I know, like, tú eres...
Ponte limpiar.
No. She was like, no, tú eras bien quieta when I was little.
Yeah.
And so she's thinking, like, a picture in her head, someone having ADHD is alguien que parece que tiene gusanos.
Yeah, que es bien inquieto.
Yeah, so she's thinking that's what ADHD is. I'm like, no, like, there's more to it. And so I was telling her, like, I was like, Mom, I think I have ADHD. And I'm, like, reading to her, like, what it means. And my sister was like, yeah, I think I have it too. And what's funny is my mom, after hearing me and my sister admit to, like, thinking we have ADHD, my mom's like, pues yo también. Porque la comadre, ella misma se cuatrapea. Like, she cannot tell a story to save her life. She starts in the middle, goes back to the beginning, goes to the end, and starts back at the beginning. And then she says things backwards, and I'm just like...
But you get her.
I get it. I grew up with her. But, like, if somebody else... Like, if a server's trying to take her order, or she's trying to talk to a doctor about her symptoms, they're just like, ¿qué? Like, so then I had
start over?
Yeah, so then I had to translate for my mom.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Talk about that. So I'm gonna go, like, translating as a first gen. Like, sorry to, like... But that's crazy. I don't know if you guys... Were you guys, like, the kid that used to translate for your parents all the time? Like, I just want to know. Because let me tell you, I was translating legal paperwork at the age of 4. Like, 4 or 5. Like, that is crazy.
It's just like they had some high-ass expectations. And there's nothing wrong with our parents. Like, our parents, we love our parents. They came out here wanting a better life for them, and I'm gonna, like, pay her back tenfold, okay? Like, she did not come here in vain, you know, like, we're gonna pay back our parents for everything that they did for us. But, like, it's just, like, the pressure when you were a kid. Like, I was my mom's little, like, password keeper. Like, we had this little notebook, and I had to keep all my mom's passwords and her accounts. And if for some reason I forgot what the password was,
you get mad at
she'd get mad at me for not knowing the password to her account. And so I'd be, like, in 4th grade, yo pagando sus bills. Yeah.
Stressed about bills.
I'd be stressed about bills. I'm over here en la computadora, yo, like, trying to, okay, ahora primero vamos a pagar el bill de la luz. Ahí estamos, like, fucking going on Nevada Energy trying to pay the bill for. So, like, in that sense, too, like, we grew up kind of fast. Like, we didn't really have a regular childhood because we had to be translators / accountants.
At such a young age. Like, for me, I remember, like, and to this day, like, I still translate for my parents. And nunca les voy a decir que no. It's something that I don't have no problem doing. But it's just, like, I remember since I was, like, 4 or 5, translating, like, medical work, like, paperwork and legal paperwork, and it's just things I didn't know, but me las tenía que averiguar de un modo u otro.
Hey, but did your parents get mad at you too for not knowing?
Yes. ¿Cómo no sabes? Para eso estás yendo a la escuela. Entonces, ¿para qué vas a la escuela?
Para eso estás estudiando.
I'm like, Mom, I'm in kindergarten.
I'm sorry, I don't know what litigation means.
Bro, it was like that. But I'm so thankful, like, when it comes to computer work and everything like that, I was a password kid for a little bit, and then the torch got sent to my other sister, the one that follows me. And then now they got, like, they're more tech savvy. Like, mis papás son más, like, I guess, modern.
That's one thing that I do appreciate about my mom. She has adapted a lot. Even, like, her, like, way of thinking, too. Yeah. I feel like she has adapted definitely over the years. She has adapted. Because, like, sometimes, like, there's some beliefs, that people have because their parents thought that way. Like,
yes.
But that could be a whole nother.
Oh my God, we should definitely do an episode of that.
Yes.
Like, how our parents, the way of thinking has changed, or how like
and
the way parents think can change us. Like,
and I'm sorry for those people who can't say that their parents have adapted and they're still like old school way of thinking, like, but I'm so grateful that my mom has adapted. I mean, I'm still translating stuff for her, or she'll be like, ay, no le entiendo esto, like on her phone or whatever. And like sometimes homegirl be stressing me out because I'm like, no sabes porque no quieres aprender. Like tampoco ella se pone los moños. And
like, she's like, no, I have you.
Yeah, I have you. You can do it. And so it's like,
I know, like, I feel like my mom is a little bit more like that. She's, like, more, like, relies a little bit more on us and everything like that. But my dad, I actually, like, he has adapted to the fullest. Habla su Spanglish bien, su inglés bien así rancherón, pero, like, él entiende de una manera u otra. And then, especially, like, with... Now he's like super like into social media, like my dad.
Actually, I love that for your dad. Hey, pero las mamás ahora es en el Face.
Yes, oh my God.
Pero para el Face sí le entienden.
Exactly. Mi papá con sus jueguitos en el teléfono. Oh, eso sí, bien rápido.
Eso sí, bien rápido. Pero para unas cosas u otras.
Yeah, it's like, oh no.
I have you. You can do it. Yeah. You can take care of it.
But
I still pay some of my mom's bills for her. But it's like, you know what? I don't mind it. It takes me like 2 seconds. I log into the app, boom, 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 and I'm done.
Yeah.
Pero, like, I don't mind it.
Exactly. I don't mind. And I feel like I said, my parents have gotten really modern to the part that they do their own stuff. Like, when it comes to bills and everything, nosotros ya no les ayudamos. Y creo porque, like, me and my sister, la que me siguen, we were the ones that helped them the most. Now, my little sisters, because I have the other 2 smaller sisters, a ellas ni les piden ayuda. No, son princesitas. Like, how are we gonna ask them? Like, they live in their own world, in their own thing. Like, yeah, it's very different.
It's the later generations que no... That's why... I mean, that's what we mean when we said, like, the later generations are not going to know, like, the struggle of having to be, like, 8 years old and translating everything for your parents and having to, like, be the password keeper and
having stress at such a young age because, like, you had to figure stuff out.
Yeah, y le tenías que encontrar la manera, and like I feel like that also brought on a lot of the mental health issues, like
add that onto there.
Add that onto there because
ansiedad, because I couldn't translate. I didn't know what litigation was.
And I had to like, there were so many things that I feel like as an adult, like now, sometimes I'm like, man, I really need to work on this because like there's certain things that I feel like I took on for my mom, like. I don't know if it's a broke person thing or like, okay, like, let me just bring up one thing. Like, for example, like my mom had this habit, like, cuando se lava las manos or whatever, y se seca las manos con una, like the paper towels or whatever. Yeah. She was like, oh, estas no se pueden gastar. So she would like lay them out to dry. And then, you know, once they're dry, you can reuse it. And so, like, I feel like as an adult, I brought that on too.
Oh, really?
And then I remember one day, I'm like, why am I doing this? I'm like, is it because my mom taught me how to do this? Like, I can afford paper towels.
Exactly, bro. Or like, another thing that I can relate to is, like, yo siempre like, we didn't have, like, a dishwasher. And if we did, like, we did have later on, like, teníamos un dishwasher, pero nunca lo usábamos. Siempre teníamos que lavar a mano, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
And, okay, now my parents are a lot more modern. Now it's all about the dishwasher, you know?
Really?
Pero no se me ha pegado, bro. Yo siempre tengo que lavar los trastes a mano, or else I don't think they're clean enough.
Exactly.
And
dude, hasta la fecha, I have a dishwasher. And honestly, I'm going to tell you right now, I got some pan covers in there. It's more for storage. Right now, in my stove, tengo el comal. Ahorita en mi stove tengo el comal, tengo la cazuela, and then in my dishwasher tengo las tapaderas de los sartenes.
Yes. Y a lavar a mano.
It's fucking. It's not in my head. It's not clean if I don't wash it by hand.
Yes, me too. And it has to be really hot. Like, the water has to burn my hands.
Yeah.
And then así van a estar limpios. Pero mi ma, like, now, like, she uses a dishwasher. She loves a dishwasher.
Really?
So she gets mad at me now because I can't just put them in the dishwasher. And I'm like, I just can't. But my brain can't process.
But you know what? Also, when you think about it, like, if you gotta rinse the plate before you put it in the dish, or do your parents not rinse?
Yeah, they rinse it.
But it's like, si ya estás allí, ¿por qué
es
no?
lo que digo yo, bro. Si ya estoy allí, agarro el estropajo, el jabón y vámonos really quick. Yeah. Pero no, my parents are
You know,
modern.
maybe we need to fix that. Maybe, like, the dishwasher is there for a reason. Maybe I need to take out my pot.
I just don't believe in the dish. I sound like...
Hey, breaking generational curses.
Yes. Oh, my God.
Lord. Oh, please, viewers, tell us if you can relate. Tell us if your stove right now tienes el comal, tienes la cazuela.
Tell us if you use your dishwasher.
Yeah, tell us if you use your dishwasher. And please convince me to start using mine.
I can't.
No, pero ahí tengo todo el Princess House. Ahí lo tengo todo guardadito.
Oh God, that could be a whole other episode.
That's a whole other
How the Princess House stuff. Oh my God, honestly, that was a great episode.
That was a great episode. You know, before we start going into a bazillion other topics, because I feel like we could sit here and talk all night.
Oh yeah, we could talk all night. Like, de uno a otro, yeah, you think.
Especially with the tequila kicking in.
Oh girl, I think we took like, what, 5 shots?
Yeah,
before?
we took a few.
It
helps.
We did like, I always expose us, but it's a couple like actual takes that we did. So we've been taking shots like otro, and then yeah.
Pero you know what? We Gucci. Ya llegamos al fin del episode. Ya quiero hablar Spanglish.
Thank you so much for like tuning in. If you guys are like came from the first and second episode, thank you so much. If you're new here, welcome. Bienvenidos, amigos, amigas.
We're all friends. And follow, subscribe. Don't forget to take a picture or video with your shot. If you still haven't taken it, do it now.
Do it right now, girl. Like, boy, do it right now. Go get that.
Even though it technically is 7 a.m. on a Monday.
Who cares? It's 5 p.m. somewhere.
It's 5 p.m. somewhere.
Hey.
But yes, tag us. Or maybe wait till after work. I don't know if you guys...
Whatever feels right. I'd say 7 in the morning is good.
Hey, nobody at work, I don't know. Chew some gum.
All right, thank you so much, guys, for listening. Thank you for watching. And yeah.
It was a great... Thank you, guys. Before I start stuttering over here because the tequila kicking in.
All right, guys. Ahí nos vemos in the next episode.
Yeah. Que Dios bendiga. Adiós. Besitos.